So here we have it, February 1992. It's issue 2 of Total magazine. Going for some sort of a medieval theme here. So let's check it out. Play me, I'm a miracle. We'll get to you later. Okay, so right off the bat, we've got letters. Some of these letters are quite interesting. We'll read one of them. Please tell me what the thing that unclips from my NES is, and what it's there for. In reply, well, you can get a special adapter so you can plug all your kitchen appliances into it. Then you can do all your washing and make tea and even a few rounds of toast without getting it out of bed. I think he was taking the mick. Okay, so here we've got some of the artwork that people have sent in. You've got Mario 3 there. You've got the infamous and controversial Mario vs. Sonic drawing that you'd always see in these magazines. And then some random bits and bobs. But they do have a winner. Who is the winner? It doesn't say who the winner is, but usually they have a winner. Dear Total, could you please update my knowledge by answering the following questions? Will a colour Game Boy be released in the UK? If so, will it be compatible with the normal Game Boy carts? And how much will it cost, roughly? Will it be as good as the other colour handhelds? Will the Super Nintendo be as good as the Mega Drive? When will we be doing a Super Nintendo review previews? Thank you for your cooperation. Sounds a bit Robocop, that. Dear John, quick, turn to the news pages. 2, ditto. 3, blimey, double ditto. 4, better graphics, better sound, better games, better by far. I'm sure some people disagree. 5, probably next issue, but we've sort of started already. Why not check out pages 12 and 15, where our wonderfully glorious Super NES feature resides. So here's just some general more news and whatnot. I think we've got the release of Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey there. I remember when that came out, and I think I saw it. I rented it from a video store. It seems like we're only on the 2nd issue, but they've actually recruited a new member of staff called Meg. Oh, and here we have it. The Dream Machine. Mario 4? Surely you mean Super Mario World. Oh yes, they do. Super Mario World, Super Mario Bros. 4 adds even more depth to everyone's favourite platform game. Gameplay is the most similar to Super Mario Bros. 3, but there are a few more twists. Mario has to befriend a small dragon called Yoshi and rides around Mario World on his back. If you were reading this magazine back in the day, I wish I could tell my younger self you would still be playing it many, many, many years later. It's that good. Oh, here they talk about Mode 7. Mode 7, if you don't know what it is, it's basically a quality that the Super Nintendo has that the Mega Drive didn't. The Mega Drive had blast processing, the Super Nintendo had Mode 7. It was just one of those things we could bitch about in the playground. The Magnificent 9. We got Street Fighter, that is not Street Fighter. Populous, which I think was made in my hometown of Guildford. Gradius 3, Actraiser, Hole-in-One Golf. No. UN Squadron. Super R-Type, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Castlevania 4. That is quite a magnificent 8. We'll get rid of the golf. Win a Miracle Keyboard. He is having a really good time. He's not though. So yes, you can win a Miracle Keyboard. I've never used one of these, but I suppose it's quite a good tool to get you to learn how to use a piano. If you learn how to use a piano doing this, let me know in the comments, because I'm really interested to see if it worked. So yes, here's how they do the reviews, a score out of 100, and the bad things and the good things. This month we're looking at Swords and Serpents, Zelda, Zelda 2, Shadowgate, Powerglade, DuckTales, and many more. Let's check it out. Swords and Serpents. 82%. Seemed like quite a good game, right? Spells, 4-player action and plenty to keep you occupied. Excellent control systems and auto-mapping, which makes life so much easier. Beautifully drawn beasties. What didn't they like? Special, there's no real brain required. While the characters are gorgeous, the scenery is very, very boring, as the control panel. Yeah, I do remember that guy. And I remember that guy as well. The Legend of Zelda. This is the first time we would have seen this. So what did they... 78%? You've got to be joking. What didn't they like about it? Massive quest plus battery backup. It means you can play and play. Yeah, I agree with that. Tragic. Starting to show his age in the visual and sonic department. Awfully slow flick screen scroll. I don't really agree with that, do you? Looks. Lots of nicely animated monsters. Slow flick screen scrolling is a real drag. Come on. The stirring theme tune is alright for a while, but the effects are coarse. They've got an orchestra based on the soundtrack, mate. Masses of riddles to solve and hundreds of creatures to destroy. Very captivating. Great battery backup, but slow gameplay takes the edge off the excitement. Well, look where Zelda is today. And here we have The Adventure of Link, the sequel to Zelda. 82%, so they think this is better. Despite what everyone thinks today, people think this one is the bad apple of the bunch. So where did it make up? Lots to see and do. This game is huge. You'll discover new things each time you enter Hyrule. Continue option always puts you right back to the start. Too much aimless wandering. I did find that about this game. There was just too much aimless wandering around. I never got very far in this game, I have to say. But they gave it 82%. I think that's a relatively good score. What do you think? Shadowgate. I don't care what you say, I like this game. Back in the day, this game was slated. I remember in one magazine, they gave it 9%. Here they've been a bit more fair and given it 74, although he's looking a bit worse for wear. What do they say? Tortures. There are heaps of places to visit. The puzzles will tax your brain cells for quite a while. Background graphics are generally pleasing to the eye. Death, death and more death, which simply cuts the desire to explore because there's a 9% chance you'll snuff it sudden-like. What animation there is awful. That picture there is just oozing 90s. Don't you reckon? So here, after telling you you can win a Miracle Piano, they're going to go and talk about it. The Miracle Piano Teaching System. Final rating 97%. I think they've got a soft spot for that, haven't they? So this is basically a general overview of the Miracle Piano. But in honesty, I've never really been a fan of this thing, so let's look at DuckTales. 69%! What's going on? Juddery scrolling and iffy control. Once you've mastered the controls, you'll romp through it. That's true, it is quite easy, but lots of graphical variety, smart sprites and some excellent sounds. It doesn't deserve 69%. This is one of the classics. It got a remaster and all sorts. This game aged like wine, I don't care what you say. It's a favourite of mine. Robocop. So this is only a little bit worse than DuckTales, but I think this does deserve the 66% rating. It's not a great game. It's ridiculously hard. This is the NES version. I got this, you get the gun halfway through the stage, and before you get the gun, it's really quite hard to shoot various things, especially the motorbikes, if I remember. I never got past the bit where you have to have a shootout where some guy's taken a hostage. I never managed to get past that bit. But it was okay. Too easy, thanks to all the bonus energy pods lying around. It's a bit rough around the edges. A Boy and His Blob. 55%. I have heard loads of people say good things about this game. Good whistling effects, but the soundtrack is seriously brain damaging. A few tidy backdrops with some neat animations on Boy and His Blob. That's it. I don't know, what do you think of Boy and His Blob? I've heard this is a great game. I mean, I've watched a lot of YouTube top 10s, and this seems to make it in quite a few of them, Boy and His Blob. So, screw you with your 55%. Roller games. Now this is something I've never played before, but it looks quite strange. A guy on roller skates fighting attack helicopters, skating through junkyards and taking out motorbikes. Seems a bit strange, but I don't know, have you played this game, roller games? If you have played it, let me know what you think of it. Now here's a game that I think you will like. It's Low G-Man. I've heard loads of people say good things about this, and it's got 94%, so back in the day they thought it was a good game as well. But personally, I've never played it. Maybe I should. Wonderful vast levels, all of which are beautifully drawn, brilliant password option, really original weapons and combat methods. No G-Man. Well, we fought and we fought, but we couldn't come up with anything. Sorry guys, but it looks like Low G-Man is a pretty stonking game. I missed out on that one. Total Tactics. Super Mario Bros. 3, Warp Whistle. And Warp Whistle 2 as well. We both know these ones, but it's Warp Whistle 3 that I don't remember. We got tips for Robocop, Snake Rattle and Roll, which is on a previous issue, Turtles, Fall of the Foot Clan, Nintendo World Cup, Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle. I remember the Angry Video Game Nerd was playing that. I don't think he liked it too much. We've got Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles again, helping you through that. And also Bart versus the Space Mutants. Didn't we look at that last time? I think they reviewed it in the previous issue. Yeah, that's the one where you paint the town red. Oh, look at that yellow. But it's Super Mario Land. We love it. What are they telling you to do? So now we're going to look at the Game Boy side of things. We've got Skate or Die, Bad and Rad, Othello, Rescue of the Princess, Blobette, DuckTales, Forest of Fear, Gremlins 2, yes. Skate or Die, I've heard the controls are ridiculously bad. But what they say is that incredibly annoying startup sequence. Oh! I'll have to YouTube that later and see if it's that bad. Othello seems like a puzzle type game, which they really seem to like. The Rescue of Princess Blobette, 55. Is it anything to do with a boy and his blob? In The Rescue of Princess Blobette, you play as a boy with a strange pet called Blob. Well, it's a boy and his blob, isn't it? Different name. DuckTales got 78%, it's still not in that 90s zone like it should be, although I haven't played it on Game Boy. Forest of Fear. Now I know Elliot from the Retro Future picked up this game recently. I'm not sure what he thought of it, but I've played it once or twice and I thought it was okay. It's got something to do with like the Wizards and Warriors series, something like that. But they gave it 84%, they quite liked it. I know the graphics were quite good and they seem to like the graphics. They say the sound's okay and they say the gameplay's okay, but the lifespan's a little bit lacking. Gremlins 2. Now I know Billy from the Game Chasers likes this, although it might be the NES version. They've given it 82%. What do they like about it? Heaps of challenge after level 1. It's Doom City all the way. The graphics are wonderfully detailed and beautifully animated. Monsters. Well, lots of slightly easy levels would have been better than 4 horrendous ones. I guess it's pretty hard then. Haha, Total Recall. So it looks like for this issue they've given a breakdown on a star system. Rather than giving individual reviews, they've just taken lots of games and done it on stars. So you know what to get if you're at a car boot sale or whatever. This is what we did anyway. So Batman's got 4 stars, Solar Jetman's got 5, Mario 3's got 5, Solstice has got 5. What are some low ones? Skate or Die has got 2, Time Lord has got 2. But yeah, back in the day, this is how I decided to get my games. Revenge of Gator on the Game Boy got 5 stars. Super Mario Land got 5 stars. Come on, what's a stinker? Bugs Bunny, 2 stars. Yeah, the Bugs Bunny games were never that great, were they? Here you go, subscribe. Get your parents to buy these magazines for you. Do you know, I never had a subscription for these magazines and I don't think I ever knew anyone else to have a subscription. But nonetheless, that was Total. Next month, all the latest games for your NES and Game Boy. Check out Smash TV, Captain Planet on the NES, and plus Paperboy, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and Gauntlet 2 on the Game Boy. Terminator 2 preview. We'll check that out next time. If you've enjoyed this, let me know by hitting the like button. I'm quite enjoying doing these now, and I think I'll keep it up. But until the next issue, I'll see you later.